giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom News Leaders.
I'm Don West, and this is Mediacom News Leaders. We're joined now by Kathleen O'Dell from the library. Kathleen, welcome back.
Thank you.
We start today with something from the library called Your Next Read. That's becoming very popular.
It is very popular. It is a new library service where you can request books that you want to read online and anytime.
And how does it all work?
Well, it works. You can go on to thelibrary.org/yournextread, and there is and type in your library card number, and there will be a little survey that asks basically what your personal preferences are in reading. So if you like fiction or nonfiction, what kinds of genres you like, and maybe what age group of book you're looking for. Answer a few questions like that and submit it. And within 3 to 5 days, a reference librarian will compile a list of books based on those preferences and email it to you or provide you a paper copy.
And you've already had over 200 requests for this?
In the first 30 days of the service, we had 254 requests. So the reference librarians have been very busy.
All right. Something else from the library in the summer months, Moonlight Madness, the summer reading program.
Right. You know, the summer reading program has focused on planets and space. And so on July 12th, from 5 to 9 p.m., we're inviting families to come out to Sequoia Park, and we're going to celebrate the moon. And so we'll have lunar activities, a story time, a moon-themed story time for children. The Springfield Astronomical Society will have telescopes there, so we'll be looking at the moon. We'll have a crescent moon photo booth, and then later in the evening, we will have a moonlight bat flight. Conducted by the Outdoor Initiatives Department of the Springfield Greene County Park Board.
All at Sequoia Park in southeast Springfield in the Galloway area. The Summer Scares program is here. That's something usually for October though, right?
Yeah, and we're going to be doing something in October too, but this is sort of a summer special that we're doing for people who love the horror genre or people who like a little bit of scary stuff or suspense. And we are going to be recommending books based on the horror genre, as also have programs around horror themes and looking at why the horror genre is so popular with teens and adults.
And where did that idea come from?
Well, it started with the Horror Writers Association, of course, with the Library Journal and other author and publisher groups. And it's a way to introduce people to the genre, but also to introduce them to some of the new and emerging horror writers, as well as some old classic ones.
Mm-hmm. And there will be, what else involved with that?
Well, we'll have some programs. And of course, the programs are geared best for teens and adults. We don't invite children to these, not because they're scary, but because they will be dealing with some themes that you would find in horror.
Yes.
In the horror genre. An example would be there's a program called Slasher Films and Final Girls, which are two those two topics have a cult following among the horror lovers.
The Final Girls are the survivors in horror movies.
They are the sole survivor of all the mayhem that occurs in the Halloween movies and the Hitchcock movies. So those are the Final Girls. And we also have Daniel Kraus coming, who is a New York Times best-selling horror author, who's going to be talking about his approach to horror writing and why he thinks the horror genre is so popular among teens and adults. And then we also have Ozarkian campfire tales, right? And we're going to be meeting at Ritter Springs Park, and we're going to provide s'mores and a campfire. And that's on the 15th of July, I think. And we are going to have someone there telling stories from a book called Feral, Ozarkian Gothic. And those are all spooky stories.
Good stuff from the library in the summer months. Even get your scare on a little bit in July. Right. We thank you for joining us, and check out thelibrary.org for all the information you need about the library programs. We'll see you next time on Mediacom News Leaders.
Okay, thank you.